Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. We're doing it a little differently today. Facebook is being stupid for some reason over the last 24 to 36 hours, so we're doing it on YouTube. We'll try to share it to Facebook a little bit later, but we wanted to get the thing going for a Friday.
This is Litter Media recorded.
Yes. So ignore the sign that you saw that said live. We don't want to be accused of false advertising. I'm Mike Smith along with Aaron Glandon. This is the last day of the work week for most folks. Of course, we tip our cap and salute all of you who have to work weekends, law enforcement, all of the first responders, and a lot of the service industry.
Yes.
That's when everybody else is off, so they have to work to keep us fed and gassed up. And that didn't necessarily go together, although it could, depending on what you're feeding on. But let's take a look at the weather. Friday, sunshine and warmer than what we had yesterday, high of about 88, possibly 90 in some areas. The weekend looks sunny and even warmer with highs in the low 90s, and I think there is a chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, but it's going to be very scattered in nature, so just be ready for a possible shower or so. We have a lot to talk about as far as our news topics as well as sports, and this date in history, it wasn't the last of disco, but it was the day that a lot of people say disco died. We'll tell you all about that on this date in history coming up later here on Litter Media. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, I just saw a post that they had here a while ago. They've got some dumpsters still just sitting there waiting for you to call Carl and say, hey, Carl, I need a dumpster for a project around my house. They'll give you a free estimate whether you need that dumpster for a day, a week, or two. Give them a call, 253-8389.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
We're back with news. If you want to take a look at our website, it's brand new. Well, it's the same website, same domain name, but the look is brand new, and we have stories on there every day. You can find stuff that's on our YouTube channel right from the homepage, so very easy access for you. Kicking off our lead story, there are 2 days left in the Picktown Palooza, which is happening at Pickerington Central High School. They have carnival rides, free laser tag, and free live music with the inclusion of your ticket. Tonight they have Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses playing on the main stage, and tomorrow morning they have a 5K and then a car show that you can see. And this is a really cool event. Look at the laser tag.
Wow. There's adults and kids in there, going at it. Now, this is it at the high school?
It's at the high school. That's where I parked.
Yeah, that's where, I think it's Pick Central?
Yep.
Where the regional softball tournament was. I was just up there a couple of months ago. But I think you said this started in 2017?
This has been going on since 2017, so 7 years.
And it's just a celebration of the town, basically. So a couple of days to go up in northern Fairfield County. If you want to check out the Pickaway or the Pick Palooza.
Picktown Palooza.
Yeah, which of course is Pickerington. You're invited to the opening reception for the American Revolution Experience Sunday, July the 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Gallery at 97 North Paint Street in Chillicothe. Refreshments, special activities, and reenactors will be present to enhance your visit. Obviously, this is all based around the American Revolution. The exhibit is up and running July the 18th through August the 10th.
United Way of Ross County will be leading the charge in collecting school supplies for Project School Tools of Ross County on August 3rd at the Chillicothe Walmart parking lot. School supplies are then given out to students. If you are needing supplies for students, please reach out to Project School Tools. Supplies needed include backpacks, pencils, notebook paper, calculators, and so forth.
And something comparable at the Pike County Fairgrounds. They'll host a back-to-school bash on August the 10th. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. School supplies will also be available for the Pike County kids. If you'd like to donate to this cause, you can send that donation to Southern Ohio Community Events. And if you're looking at the screen, there's a number at the bottom, I believe, for the radio audience. I think, Aaron, help me out, 466?
740-466-6099 is what I want to say.
Okay.
That might be 59.
That bigger screen, we can't get it anytime too soon. But you can Google that. And the organization, again, is Southern Ohio Community Events.
The Farm to Plate Save the Date will be September 5th at the Pickaway Agriculture and Events Center between 5:30 and 8 p.m. and dinner at 6 p.m. The program will be the Honey Rum Farm and Pickaway Agriculture Heritage Hall of Fame.
In former times, the autumn equinox was looked upon as a time of balance and transition. Of course, it's when the Earth's axis is not tilted toward or away from the sun. And on that particular day, we get about equal amounts of sunshine and darkness. Well, this year, the autumn equinox is on September the 22nd, and Adena Mansion and Gardens will host a community celebration dinner. The gates will open at 4 p.m., dinner at 6. Tickets for the event go on sale Monday, July the 15th. For more information, contact Adena Mansion at 772-1500 or go to their website at adenamansion.com. Taking a look at our road report today, we're in Pike County. Work continues, and I was down in this mess earlier this week. US 23 between the city of Waverly and the Ross County line. Work is going on daily, and they're keeping at least one lane in each direction open. But something I noticed when I was down there Wednesday afternoon, slow down, folks. Remember, the law in Ohio says when you're in a construction zone, you have to slow down. I think they had 50 mile per hour posted, so 65 is not going to do it.
Right.
And
I was in this yesterday.
Yeah, so be very careful about that and obey those traffic signs. When we come back, a look at sports, which involves everything from local to what's going on the state and national scene. All that coming up next on Litter Media. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. Whether this is a home repair, a home installation for heating, cooling, or plumbing, and or contract work, give Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing a call.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming. He explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Mike and Aaron back with you on this Friday edition of Litter Media. Let's take a look at sports. Waverly senior Abby Green has qualified for the United States Marine Corps Junior Women's Freestyle Wrestling Nationals Tournament in Fargo, North Dakota, after she placed first at the Ohio State Freestyle Tournament back in May. Now, this is going on this weekend at the Fargo Dome. I'm sure you've probably have seen this place. It's incredible. For being in North Dakota,
Yeah.
not a slam against North Dakota, but North Dakota State has a tremendous football program every year, and it's in that big stadium up there. So good luck to Abby this weekend.
Effective with the 2025 season, races in high school track and field will be recalled in the first 50 meters when a competitor falls due to contact with another competitor. This change, which was one of 8 revisions recommended by the NFHS Track and Field and Cross Country Rules Committee, relates to races not run in lanes only when 2 or more competitors are assigned to a single lane. So think distance events.
Yes, sir. And you got the next one.
I do got the next one. The Pickaway County Chamber of Commerce will host their 15th annual night golf outing Friday, August 9th at the Pickaway County Country Club. $100 per golfer and $400 per team includes golf, cart, and dinner. Visit pickawaychamber.com to register your team.
Have you ever done this?
Night golf?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I mean, it's a glowing golf ball, but I have a hard enough time finding mine in the daytime.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone this.
Are there lights on the course, or is it just the ball that's...
I don't know the answer to that. I know they used to do this out at Valley Vista a number of years ago, but I know the ball glows. I don't know about there being any other lights.
Do you know if they include the balls in this event, or do you have to bring your own?
That I can't answer as well. So that would be among the questions. If you've never done this before, that would be among the questions that you'll want to ask when you check out the pickawaychamber.com website. Actually, all that information may already be there. Baseball from the Prospect League last night after an embarrassing 17-0 loss the night before. The Paints got back in the win column with an 8-7 win over the Mill Rats. They're still in Johnstown for tonight's game. Is that right? It says next game July 11th. Well, that was yesterday. But that was an 8-7 win, so I don't know whether they're still in Johnstown or not by that. That information can't be correct. The Reds take the series over the Rockies with an 8-1 win yesterday afternoon, so the Reds won 3 of the 4. But the Guardians had that backwards in their situation with the Tigers, as Detroit has now won 6 of their last 7 games, and they put it on the Guardians yesterday by a score of 10-1. This, of course, is the last weekend for Major League Baseball before the All-Star break, which begins on Monday. The All-Star game is on Tuesday, and I don't think they get back to play most teams until Thursday or Friday. So that is a look at sports. We have kind of a musical sports theme in this date in history from 1979, and we'll get to that when we come back.
Litter Quality Propane, custom tank colors and wraps. Find out how a propane tank can be beautiful at litterpropane.com.
At Country Clipper, pride runs deep. We take pride in knowing our mowers help create a space for families to make memories. That our features transform mowing into an enjoyable experience. Most importantly, we take pride in knowing the decision to purchase a Country Clipper will be one you can be proud of for years to come. Country Clipper zero-turn mowers.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more. HaynesHealth.com.
All right, let's go back in the time capsule. I remember this very well. 1979, this was supposed to be a promotion. Disco was kind of fading in its popularity by 1979. So a radio disc jockey by the name of Steve Dahl and Gary Meyer had this idea of having disco demolition night at Chicago's Comiskey Park, which is the former home of the White Sox. The idea was that you would get a ticket to the game. There was a doubleheader that night. You could get in for 98 cents if you brought a disco record, and they were going to put it in this great big dumpster and blow it up.
Huh.
Well, they ran in, by the way, the radio station was WLUP. The White Sox were on board with the promotion. This was the son of Bill Veeck, who was notorious going back into the 30s and 40s for stunts to get people to come to the stadium. Well, they thought that they might have about 5,000 fans. They were averaging 15,000 at that time. Listen to this. They had 40,000 fans, which packed the stadium, plus there was another 40,000 people outside the stadium that couldn't get in. One of the things that they made a mistake on was underestimating the crowd. Number two, they didn't collect all of the disco records. So after the first game, this stunt was going to be done. And what people got to doing, they started throwing the records like Frisbees, which those flying projectiles are dangerous. Well, as you saw there in that AP photo, people got out on the field, and the White Sox had to forfeit the game because it just went nuts.
Wow.
It went crazy.
People hated disco that much?
Apparently. Steve Dahl, one of the disc jockeys, detonated his dumpster in center field during warm-ups for the second game of the doubleheader, which when you can see a little bit of the smoke out there in the outfield, but it just went to pandemonium, and the White Sox were forced to forfeit the game because of the melee that took place afterward.
That's crazy. That doesn't seem like a great idea because the records are very flammable, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know if that's some kind of a petroleum material that they're made out of or what, but lesson learned. I don't believe we've had anything remotely like that.
No.
Like that.
What music genre could you see that happening to today?
Well, it's very popular. Well, but disco was incredibly popular in the mid 70s.
I guess not to baseball fans, though. I guess those are two demographics that don't really cross over very much.
Yeah. I would say by this time, I mean, there were still rock and roll fans, and Chicago was known for the blues and also rock and roll. I mean, a lot of the WLS and WCFL, those were rock stations, big AM rock stations that I listened to when I was a kid. Because at nighttime you could hear those stations from states away. But yeah, the disco was losing a lot of its popularity, and this stunt, I guess, who knows what people are thinking about when they do something. It's like when your team wins the world championship in something, so we trash all these stores and loot. I think it's just an excuse for people to be stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
That was in 1979.
He's talking about you Eagles fans.
Well, only this was in Chicago.
Yeah, but when you're talking about trash in the city, that's the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm afraid I've seen that pictures of that in Los Angeles and other places as well.
Yeah, but I hate the Eagles.
I know you do. That's going to wrap it up for today. Again, a little bit different way of doing the show today. We were on YouTube only at this point because Facebook is doing some weird stuff to all of the content that Litter Media is trying to put out. I don't know, we're being blackballed. We're positive news, not negative news, and maybe that's the problem. We're not negative enough.
Mark Zuckerberg does not like us.
He doesn't want positive news. So that's why we're where we are today. And if you're just catching this a little bit later, you can also find it, of course, all of the YouTube submissions on our littermedia.com website. Have a great weekend, everybody. Dan Ramey is scheduled to be back with you next week. I'll be on assignment all of next week, but we'll still be updating our website and sending the guys something to talk about each day.
And check out our YouTube channel on Monday. If you missed the Picktown Palooza, there will be a video up probably on that day, recap of the events that you missed.
All right. So until that time, for
Aaron Glandon,
I'm Mike Smith, and for Dan Ramey saying, have a great weekend from all of us here at Litter Media.